Today, Precarious plays Resident Evil 4. Fuck. This is what I think it is. Okay. So,
I'm kind of close to you. Should I move?
maybe I might flail.
Okay, well, don't flail.
So, regenerators, they're sort of whatever. Like, they make me like, ugh.
They're creepy.
But now it's time for an actual, like, nightmare enemy. And I don't know if this is the official name. I've just called them Iron Maidens.
Oh, yeah. Ooh!
Yes.
No, I think we're back into gross territory, but the movements are very unsettling.
Well, it's because he's in constant pain, I have to assume.
Well, so should every other thing be. Ew. Oh, what is that?
I told you.
Oh my god, I'm so glad that you have the scope that turns all the horror into rainbows. The colorful rainbows made of...
But they're just, he's
bad.
fast, and...
It sounds like someone dropped a bag of live fish back there. Ooh. Doesn't it?
I don't want to go too far forward because I'm afraid that there might be... like another one? Oh, and be prepared if he grabs me, like if he grapples me, which he can do from a distance. It's very grisly, because he impales me on his spike body. And then I have to try to... oh, wait. Oh. Then I have to try to play the... get away from a strong melee enemy game. Okay.
Alright.
Now. I think that's the only one in the game. There might be... I can't remember if the one in, like, the prison area later. I can't remember if it's a regenerator or an Iron Maiden.
Well... okay. Ah. That's actually what those are for sometimes.
I'm just breaking all of this expensive equipment.
Oh, please, if they're gonna let Dr. Spike Maiden run this place, I don't think that...
Just imagine that guy in like a
little lab coat and like a hat
coat
or something.
with glasses, all twitchy. Like only one of the things is hooked properly over like an ear type body part, and the other one's just sort of dangling, twitching around, sort of awkwardly.
Gross. This looks like living tissue.
But from what? I don't care to open those to see if there's a collectible inside.
Wouldn't it freak you out if, like, you opened one of those little containers thinking, well, let's see what's in here, and then, like, just a heart just, like...
jumps on you,
and just, like, does absolutely nothing but just thwaps wet against your chest. Just goes, like, very, like, angrily doing about as much damage as a wet organ can do.
Wait, why do I feel like there's a thing on this bridge that I was supposed to shoot with a rifle?
Bet you could push the button.
Oh,
What is it?
Merchant's halfway.
Oh, okay. I was surprised that you didn't shoot that guy because I did not see his blue flame.
Evidently,
Mr.
on
Merch.
professional mode, if you kill the merchant, he doesn't come back.
Do you think
I read that on the interweb only recently.
Oh. Hey, do you think that the Penny Arcade merch is blue because of this merch?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I probably should have been more supportive. Isn't that one of the rules of improvisation?
The rules are yes and.
Yes, and? Explain the and to me.
You add. So...
Here, let's try that again. Ask me about the merch again.
Do you think that the merch is blue because the merch is blue?
No. Wait, I'm sorry. I think I missed the rules. What am I doing? Oh, lying. Okay, yes. And I heard it on the internet. There, is that better? Is that what you were looking for?
Yes, and the Flesh Ripper is actually inspired by the Iron Maiden Regenerators. That'd be a better example.
Okay.
So, you make it more.
Like, is Krauser up here waiting to knife me? Is that what I'm remembering?
Yes, and there's also going to be a tornado of flying monkeys forecasted.
Or is it Ada? Yes, and her hot buns. There, like that? Am I doing it?
No. It's not like I've actually been to an improv class. I just admire.
From afar?
Admire from afar, yes. And it's not... I don't think it's quite so literal so often.
This is Leon. Request back.
I think it's more like about respecting what the other person has put out. And not making it disappear because you can. You know?
Oh.
So, like, look at this beautiful bouquet of flowers.
Oh, and then you shouldn't shut it down to try to do something else.
What bouquet of flowers? Are you talking about that roast duck you have in your hands?
So you should say, yes, that is a lovely bouquet of flowers.
But I don't know why you put a duck in it.
And what a strange orifice to put those flowers in. Okay, while we have a nice view, what does this look like? Like,
Okay. So, we have storage.
Tons of storage. Towers.
Watchtowers. So, it is a secure facility with storage. And also what looks like walkways. So... I mean, it could be anything.
Energy?
From a refinery to a power plant. It could be...
Big corrugated metal buildings?
I mean, they could be just milling corn, for Christ's sakes. Like,
it probably have to
the
be
question
like
is,
a liquid or a powder, right?
Well, anything you don't want to get wet, really. So it could be almost anything. I mean, and the question is, those tubes that are connecting the buildings...
Yeah.
They could very well have walkways in them, or they could just be for processing, you know? I mean, normally people don't build walkways like that.
It could be structural, maybe?
Probably not.
Yeah.
So that's...
Doesn't seem likely. But, I mean, look at these. They don't look like...
They look like smokestacks or vents, which could just be air vents from having an underground compound. I mean, you have to circulate air.
Look at the scale of that window. I don't think that they're large enough to...
accommodate people?
Yeah, I don't think there are walkways in this. But here's a weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
All of the tubes... I don't know if they're... They don't seem like they would actually be very good at transporting anything. Maybe it's just... Maybe they're not transporting goods. Maybe it's really shitty HVAC. Like, maybe it's poorly set up heating and cooling.
It could. I mean, honestly,
just because
with all the refrigeration projects they have going.
Because see how they're set up in pairs?
Mm-hmm.
That makes it seem like one
like
would be...
an intake and an out.
Yeah, and I think if they were for transporting goods, they'd be at an angle, so that way they could take advantage of gravity.
Mm-hmm.
Because anytime you have to push something through, using gravity, getting gravity on your team,
unless it's
gravity
a liquid.
in your corner is the best.
Unless it's a liquid and there's just a pump.
Is that just like an oil derrick?
Maybe.
Oil derrick? Is that...
Like, I mean, this could just be an oil refinery. I mean, It looks like a lot of the refineries, well,
I think I remember what
and
happens
power
now.
plants I've seen.
I think I remember what happens now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Krauser fucking charges at me from the end of the bridge.
Krauser sounds like a delicious, like, pastry. Boy, am I stuck on food today. This is what happens when I get cold. Like, if I'm cold, I'm like, I would like a grilled cheese sandwich and 15 or 20 of those cookies and also half a dozen tacos and also...
No? Nothing?
Hmm?
I thought for sure. Whatever. Maybe I'm just on edge. I could have sworn something else was supposed to happen there.
You on edge. Never. That was totally fake.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
the fakest. Yeah.